Hi everyone, this is Mr. Lizarraga. I will be performing for you or helping you with Fire Dance by Sunhi Newbold. This is for the Santa Ana Unified School District Honor Orchestra. This is for the intermediate orchestra. This is going to be the first violin part of Fire Dance. First I'll play it all the way through once. Then we'll go back and I'll give you some tips and pointers, things to look out for to help you with practicing this at home. Okay, that last part. Careful with the last three measures. Okay, there's a shift in there. It comes up out of nowhere. Okay, we'll go over that way later. Okay, Fire Dance. Yeah, this piece is a 9/8. Okay, all that means is that there's 9 beats and that the 8th note gets a beat. So you have to keep in your mind 8th notes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9, etc. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. Okay, all it is you're splitting them up into 2s and into 3s. Okay, for the most part, it's going to be three sets of 2s. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then a set of 3. 1, 2, 3. For the most part. Sometimes it does some other things, but we'll get into that later. Okay, so you have to keep. It feels kind of lopsided. Beat up, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2. It's almost like you want to feel it in 4, but the 4th beat is going to be a little bit longer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and measure 8 is one of those different measures that's different. Okay, so your first, if I were you, I would feel your first quarter note in 1. So feel it as 1 beat, 1. Then your next 2, that's where that's gonna be the longer one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, instead of if you look at measure 7, you got 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's going to be measure 5, 6, and 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Measure 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Measure 8. It's going to be different. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. If I were you, I would group. Whenever you see an eighth note by itself, try grouping it with the quarter note before. Okay. So that one, you feel them as one beat, and it's going to be longer. So if you look at measure 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. At measure 8, that's where it changes. So your eighth note by itself looks weird because you're not used to seeing it by itself. In your head, you want to connect it with the quarter note beforehand. Okay, and that's going to be your longer beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I know it feels weird. It feels all kind of lopsided. So if you look at measure 7, that's measure 9. Okay, and it's the same thing. It's all about feeling the eighth note in your head. Okay, 1, 2, dee da dee da dee da dee da da 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. You could also think of it like that: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, or like a triplet, or 4 lolly 1 2 3 4 lolly 1 2 3 4 lolly. If you look at measure 8, that's when things get weird. 1 2 lolly 3 4. 1 2 lolly 3 4. 1 2 lolly 3 4. So the first 4 bars, so well, really measure 5 to measure 9, slowly. You hear the lollies in there? 1 2 3. Sorry. 1 2 3 4 lolly. 1 2 3 4 lolly. 1 2 3 4 lolly. 1 2 lolly 3 4. 1 2 3 and 4 lolly. 4 lolly. 4 lolly. 4 lolly. 4 lolly. 4 lolly. So really, the main problem is the rhythm, right? For like a 17, you're on the E string, low 2, and then your B flat, 3, 4 touching. It's gonna be a low 4. Your third finger is still gonna be on the tape. Your third finger, regular tape, low 2. Then your pinky, your low fourth finger, that B flat is gonna be coming down. I measure 17. Then a C sharp, out of nowhere at 22. Okay, so you gotta watch out for that. Back to B flat at 25 and 27. Then all of a sudden, you have a pizzicato at 31. It might not be completely possible to go to a pizzicato position very quickly. So you can either leave out the last note at 30 or leave out the first note at 31, depending on what your conductor is going to want. Some of you might end up being prepared before your stand partner, so you can hit that first note at 31 accurately without slamming your bow into your instrument, right? At 31, you have rests. Things get weird here because the rest, and you're not playing, and you have to count in your head. So 1 2 3 4 lolly. 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 4 lolly. Then same thing at 39. That's really weird. Because it goes so fast, it's really hard to get the bow. So 1 2 3 4. That's gonna be awkward. So if you're a stand partner, like usually the inside player, they set up beforehand so that they leave out a few notes. So 1 2 3 4. So that they're ready to go. Okay. So that usually it's like the outside player, they keep playing, and the instrument player stops, gets ready, and then they go, and then the other player comes in. That's to keep it continuous. 39, same thing as 17. Yeah, then C sharps come out of nowhere. 49, however, all of a sudden you have this rhythm at similar to measure 7, except repeated it a lot. So luckily your piano. So 1, 2, 3, 4 lolly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 lolly, 4 lolly, 4, 2. Then at 57, things get really weird because you went from feeling the eighth notes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 lolly, etc. So now you're gonna feel every 3. You're gonna feel every third eighth note or fourth eighth note, I guess. Instead of 2 eighth notes, they're all gonna be 3 eighth notes. So instead of 1, 2, 3, 4 lolly, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, dak. So 1 lolly, 2 lolly, 3 lolly, 1 lolly, 2 lolly, 3, 1 lolly, 2 lolly, 3 lolly. Instead of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 lolly, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 lolly, 1 lolly, 2 lolly, 3 lolly, 1 lolly. The eighth notes stay the same the whole time, really, and your conductor is going to be showing you that. Okay, all of a sudden it's gonna slow down. It's gonna look like it's gonna slow down. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 5, 1 and 2, etc. Things get weird. Okay, so 57, from 56 to 57, it's really kind of strange. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 lolly, 1 lolly, 2 lolly, 3, 1 lolly, 2 lolly, 3 lolly, 1 lolly. So slowly, 56. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 lolly, 1 lolly, 2 lolly, 3 lolly, 1 lolly, 2 lolly, 3 lolly, 1 lolly, 2 lolly, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 lolly, 2 lolly, 3. Full speed, 56. Or fourth finger, sorry. 2, 3. If you look at 65, right before 65, first violins, you don't have to worry about this. Really, but you have to make sure you're watching. There's a caesura. Those 2 lines before 65 means you're going to stop completely, because it's going to stop you, and then, bam, you're going to go right into 65. Okay, so 64 off, 65. Then you come in at 67. Okay, there's 2 bars, and that 2 over that bracket. 67. Sorry. '73 is a key change. All of a sudden you have a B flat in there, and they're not going to remind you. Like at 17, how they wrote it in the B flat, not anymore. They wrote it in the key signatures, so now they don't have to write it. So 73, everything is natural, even your F, except now you have a B flat. So 73. Things get crazy here if you're the outside player, if you're on the top line. 77, it's a big shift, right? Okay, you went from first position, slowly, 76, sorry. How in the world are you gonna get all the way up to 5th position? Are you just gonna, you can't just slam your hand down and be like, oh, where is it? No, you can't just do that. Okay, so here's the trick. You want to use a finger that was down last. So before that high, the high D second finger, 5th position, your second note at 77. Before that, your first note was D, 3rd position. Sorry, 1st position, your 3rd finger. So you're gonna leave that down, and you're gonna stay on the same string, and you're gonna shift quietly, or you can practice this, actually. This is a practice shift. You're not actually gonna play this, but, so you do D, leave it, and then you're gonna very lightly touch the string, then you're gonna slide it all the way up to your A, all the way up to your A on your A string. So D, slide it up, and then once you're here, then you go across. Wait, you can see this. Be all sideways here. So D, shift, and then your second finger, and it's just right there. And there's your D, fifth position. Then whatever your notes are after that, it's back there. So shift, then you can place your second finger. Okay. So third, shift, then your second finger, this guy here, on the E string, and across. Okay, instead of, you don't want to do this, then see you're gonna miss it, like I just did. Or you don't want that. So D, A. So your third finger, you're going to shift with your third finger. There's D. So do it slowly. Then see, my shift is happening while the bow isn't moving, or when you're changing strings. Except I'm not actually playing that. I'm not doing that. Or I'm not playing it. I'm doing it. I'm not playing with the bow. So that's 77. Sorry, it's back here. Okay, and then once you're up there, you're gonna have your major finger pattern here, because we're gonna go. The C natural is a whole step underneath D, that second finger, whole step. Then E flat is gonna be touching, so maybe a half step here. Shift. Okay, and then that B flat. Where's that? Yeah. Then B flat is going to be on your A string. Just like your major finger pattern here, 1, 2, space between your third and your fourth finger. All of a sudden, you're going to go, whoop, you're going to be here. On your A string, that is. And then your third finger, I know it's a lot to process, okay? So, yeah, shift, da da dee dee da da, B flat. Down, then C, B flat, then A, this guy right here. So when you're on the A string, it's going to be a augmented finger pattern. It's going to be this guy right here on the A string. On the E string, you're going to be here. So D, D, C, D, E flat, D, C, D, B flat, C, B flat, A natural touching, B flat, C, fifth position, D, D, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 4. Let's say 4. 2, 1, and then before 81, that's when you're gonna shift to way back down to first position. Okay, it's very sudden. Sorry. It's gonna be really fast, but you're gonna have to. The proper way to do this, so where's it? This is going to be here, and you're going to leave your thumb attached to the neck, and your whole hand is you're going to reach back, and then your thumb comes down. Where's that? Right, so, I don't know if you can see my thumb here. Leave your thumb here, reach. It's not going to be comfortable. You can see it better here. Or whatever notes are after. I don't know what the notes are there. Yeah, so. What you can do, I would rather you not, is just throw your hand back. Because if you do that, then you don't have a reference point here. And while you're doing this whole thing, you want the bottom of your first finger touching the neck here. Oh, except for when you're up, sorry. So as soon as you come back, the bottom of your first finger needs to be touching the neck. So you have a reference point there. You're just gonna have, that's something you're just gonna have to practice. I know it's a lot, but that's why we're doing this, right? Then 81 is very similar, if not the same. No, it's not. So 81. All of a sudden, I throw an F sharp in there. And you still have a B flat, that low 4, because the key signature didn't change. You still got that B flat. F sharp, 85, F sharp, piano. Then E flat. Let's throw another curveball in there, 85. Forte. And then 89, that shift. When you shift to third position, I don't know if you watched for night shift for that video. When you shift to third position, your palm or the bottom of your hand is actually going to tap the body of the instrument. And your hand is actually going to, I don't know if you can see it's actually going to come in just not like that, right? Yeah, but just a little bit. But as soon as you tap it, you need to come away. So you are going to bend your wrist a little bit. What is that? So if you tap it, then you know where third position is. Okay, you tap it. You always need that reference point. Because if you don't, then you're just kind of guessing. Okay, you always want that reference point. And then for that, it's going to be your lovely, is that minor? Yeah, your minor finger pattern there in third position on the E string. So first finger on where your third finger would go. Then 1, 2 touching, space. So hold up. So you got your half step, 1, 2 touching. So D, F sharp, G, shift, A, touching, B flat, A. Then third finger, then your fourth finger can be a stretch there. Okay. So slowly. Yeah. So there's a little retake after your last note, or sorry, before your last note. That gives you time to bring your bow all the way back. For the bottom part, 77, it's not as intense as a top line, right? So if you're an inside player, consider yourself lucky. So at 77, no changes, right? Must be nice. So your fourth finger is going to be touching. You got E flat at 77. Then your low 1 B flat, because again, the key signature, be careful. Yeah, then watch the rhythm on your second to last measure. It's different from everything else we've seen actually. Where the long B is going to be on the B3. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1. So 1 and 2 and 3 and a 4 and then you're gonna do a little break, luckily, for the last note. 1, 2, 1 lally, 1. So 1, 2, 3 lally, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3 lally, 4, and 1. Technically, you should go right into it. 1, 2, 3 lally, 4, 1. But you have a little break there. But it depends on your conductor. See what he or she wants to do. Okay, that was Fire Dance, the first violin part. By Soon-Hee Newbold. I hope it helps. Feel free to contact Mr. K or myself for help if you need it. Good luck.